part of this incredible company. I got introduced to the company in end of September myself. I ran a successful real estate business, but I was praying every day, God, please send me something that I can do, that I can be passionate about. And I had over 20 ambassadors, friends. Not one single one called me because they thought I would not be interested, while I was praying and looking for them for 1 year. So never prejudge anybody. And we ran in 34 days to one star ambassador. And it's been just a blessing for our family, for our lives. And we're here to share with you, an incredible experience that we had yesterday, where we had Ryan Blair in Seattle. First of all, anybody excited that Ryan Blair is in? He's a fearless leader who's passionate about transforming lives, transforming people and fighting obesity. He's passionate about making a difference in your life, how your bank account looks like. He's there every single day, fighting for you and for us to make our lives better. Guys, I want you guys to put the most warm welcome to your friend and mentor, who's amazing and who's here tonight. You want to know you.
I appreciate you guys very much. What an honor it is to be here. I'm not used to being called a fearless leader and all these other things. So I kind of sit back there in the back of the room, and it's from where I came from. I had humble beginnings. I guess started out in the middle class, like many of you. Had that torn away from me when my father got addicted to drugs, and my family got torn apart as a result of that. I'm the youngest of 6. My family, 3 sisters, 3 brothers. Any of you guys see the TV show Shameless? We made that family look like the Brady Bunch. Give you guys an idea. My brothers and sisters all got caught up in drugs and all kinds of issues. My brother went to prison for 10 years. My other brother did 5 years. My sister did about 3 years. So all in all, my family had all kinds of problems. And as a result of that, I had to grow up very quick. At 13 years old, I really started making decisions and really started, facing a lot of adversity. And what I'm going to talk to you about here today is really overcoming adversity. And the first step to do that is you got to just tackle it straight on. And so as entrepreneurs, those of you in the room here, that's probably the most important thing that you can master. I've seen so many families, go through difficult times, especially as a result of the Great Recession. By show of hands, how many of you up here have had an issue with regard to the recession? How many of you had family members that have had issues with regard to the recession, right? So, as entrepreneurs, that's what we have to do. And as a company, we focus, we think globally, but we focus locally. And so that's why I'm here tonight, literally to work with the regional directors, ambassadors, and in fact, I think Evan has us going out a little bit later to have some fun. That's our focus as a company. We like to work hard, we like to play hard, we like to have fun. We're always on challenge, and that's our lifestyle. So if that culture suits you, this is the right place for you. Whether you want to take your own health as a priority, or start taking your family's health as a priority, your community's health as a priority, whatever it is, that you're focused on, you can do it. I mean, I'm living proof of it, as are the leaders and the various mentors that are here as part of the company. So I appreciate you guys very much. As the CEO of the company, my job is to basically focus our company on our culture and on our values. Sorry guys, I'm sweating up here. I didn't expect such a warm welcome. But yeah, thank you guys. So as a CEO of the company, my job is to focus on our culture on the inside of the walls. We have 500 full-time employees that are dedicated toward helping you build your ViSalus business so that way you don't have to have 500 full-time employees. And in fact, that's what being a promoter is all about. It's really focusing on sharing the lifestyle, sharing the culture, always being on challenge, and really aligning with the company's values.
Right.
Yeah. No, I'm good. It's not. If I had water, I'll probably sweat even more. Yes, I think it was the cold weather, then the hot weather, and then the kind of shift here. I'm not used to that. Having been from California, right? We don't have cold weather like this out here. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's that? What's it say? I didn't hear that. Yeah, no, it'll pass. My co-founder Nick Sarnicola does not like it when I take my shirt off. He sanctions me for doing that. So, our values are real simple as a company. Be a good, we have 6 values, and I'll just walk you through them. Be inspired, be inspiring. Every time that phone rings in our call center, we instruct our team members and the support team to be inspired by the stories of your customers, be inspired by the promoters, and do inspiring work. We actually have a saying inside the company that the inmates run the asylum, and I'm kind of the chief inmate alongside of my other 2 co-founders. Thank you. And so all the work we do, whether it be our investments in technology, the building of a world-class corporate headquarters, all the work that we do in ViSalus is really dedicated to helping you build your business and making sure that you and your customers, have the best products, the best quality, the best efficacy, that money can buy. We've assembled some of the greatest scientists in the world to create these products. And and we're all we have an expression inside of our company: always be on challenge. Every single one of our employees is on a 90-day challenge. In fact, when you call the company, the first thing they ask you is what day of the challenge are you on, and then they'll tell you about the challenge that they're on as well. And that's that's just part of the culture that we are as a company, and that's who we are to support you guys. So another value of ours is to be a good student. To be a good student, a good teacher, and an even better student. What that means is that we're always learning. We're always studying the data. We're always trying to understand how we can better serve the marketplace. Right now, the worldwide obesity epidemic that you heard Evan talk about, there's 1.8 billion people across the globe suffering from obesity. And you know why people are obese? It's real simple: food. Right? I was once 260 pounds, which is like right at that level where they consider you to be obese. And when you're 260 pounds, it wasn't going to kill me, but we have an expression inside the company that it's not how much you have to lose, it's how much you have to gain. Right? So what did I gain by losing the 260 pounds? More energy, more productivity, more fun, the ability to chase my son all around the yard and keep up with his pace and keep up with his energy. And and some of you right now have come here today just because you're looking to get your health together and you're looking to get yourself, in the best possible shape you can. And it's so important. When I was 260 pounds, I was chronically throwing out my back all the time. By show of hands, any of you ever throw out your lower back? I see some hands up here. I would throw it out, and it would be so bad that I would literally have to crawl. And it would take me 45 minutes just to use the restroom. And I went to the doctor. What do you think the doctor told me? No, he said, go to a chiropractor. Look at this, Kim. Kim, what year did you join ViSalus?
2006.
2006. You've only been around since 2005, so one of the oldest ranking members of ViSalus in the room. We have another one. In fact, that very individual that introduced me to Nick and Blake is in the room somewhere around here. Rich Paula? Yeah, back there somewhere, in the way back of the room. There he is. If it were not for him, we wouldn't have ViSalus. He used to go steal coffees at my office at Sky Pipeline. And I'd always ask him about this kind of sales thing that he did, and he'd always tell me about Nick and Blake, and literally that's how ViSalus came to be. March will be our 8th year in business. Right? Yeah, it's funny, I've signed on just recently for another 8 years. Yeah, 8 years to life. I plan to do this for the rest of my life. I really love, the ability to help people, to be able to serve people, to hear the testimonies of people that literally have lost hundreds of pounds. I mean, isn't that inspiring? Like I said about that core value of our company, we're always seeking and always looking at, how do we find sources of inspiration? And they're all around us. Every single day, people just, whether it be losing 10 pounds or, losing 20 pounds, or like Eric Rose was losing 280 pounds, and literally changing his health. I mean, he had diabetes, he had all kinds of issues, and now his family is rallied behind him. They've all gone on a weight loss challenge. And I mean, that's true transformation. And that's what our company stands for. And as a promoter, that's like the most exciting thing, is that you just basically get to promote a lifestyle that helps people transform their family's health and their community's health from there. So, it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing to be a part of. So I talked about some of the core values of our company. I talked about really the focus. We're focused on, singly minded, focused on the worldwide obesity epidemic, the 1.8 billion people that are overweight, 400 million of which are obese, 232 million in the US and Canada alone. And that number is growing at a staggering rate. Costs our taxpayers billions upon billions of dollars in obesity-related consequences, right? So when you think about it, if you're considering joining us as a promoter here tonight, that's what you get to do for a living. I like to tell people I'm a before and after specialist. My before, 260 pounds. Oh, there it is.
No, it's
What do you think
195
about the
now.
socks and sandals? One of the reasons why we now do a 5,000 shopping spree for our transformation vacation?
Oh my God.
The very first decision the person makes when they start losing weight is what? They don't want to look like that anymore. I think that was a 4XL shirt, probably 38-inch waist at the time. Now I'm 32. Thank you. All because of our products, and we live on the products on the inside of the walls. I mean, if it were not for that Vibe Pack, I would not be able to maintain the rigorous schedule that I do. If it were not for the shake, I wouldn't be able to get a meal most mornings. If it were not for the cookie, I would not have dessert at night. If it were not for Nero, I would not have the energy to come to an event like this. I'm on this Founders Tour, for those of you guys. This is what we're really doing here tonight. And it's literally 35 days, 25 cities. And the 10 days, some of you are thinking I get 10 days off. I have to go to other cities to do like board meetings and meet with the employees and do various personnel meetings. So, we've really kicked off the year strong. The new Body by Vi 90-day challenge, the results are in. It's amazing. Customer acquisition is through the roof. 3 for free, the 3 for free program that you've heard about in the video is up something like 500% to where it was this time last year.
That's awesome.
As a whole, our companies have double-digit growth as a result of the new Body by Vi 90-day challenge. So we're really excited by that. Project 10 is a smash hit. I didn't wear my I Lost It t-shirt today, but there's a there's one. 500 in the first week alone. We budgeted 50,000 of those t-shirts. Imagine how many crazy conversations people are going to have when you're like, what'd you lose? I lost weight, right? How'd you do that? So that's the marketing behind our company. Every little decision, I don't have the other picture, but my before car was a 1978 Toyota Corolla station wagon with wood paneling on the side. Ladies, my dating life was kind of awkward. So did you walk over to the house? I do entrepreneurial meetings, business appointments and stuff, and I have to park it down the street and stock up. And that's part of the reason why we created the Black BMW program. because, that was the car that I wanted. That was the car that I felt would, help raise my esteem as an entrepreneur. And we were the first company to literally bring. That's it.
I don't know if we can say that too well.
That's it. Mine was actually a little more risky than that one. Now that I think about it.
It's just funny.
I have a picture, an interesting story. So I have a picture of me going in my first day on the job as a technologist. My background and my training is in high technology, software engineering specifically. And then I got into broadband and telecom related stuff later. And I have a picture of me wearing a suit from Ross Dress for Less, and getting into my 1978 Toyota Corolla station wagon with wood paneling on the sides, all the ambition in the world, and now we have 10,000 black BMWs on the road without promoting. So everything that you see in ViSalus, it's not marketing, it's our lifestyle, it's our way of living, it's who we are as a company, who we are as founders. I mean, every little detail. When I was losing the 260 pounds, on top of my refrigerator, I had all these canisters of shake that I was trying. And for one, all of them pretty much tasted bad. I mean, not a knock on the competition, but sometimes it's hard to make health food taste good. And there's a lot of science in taste. Surprisingly, right now, as we embark on international expansion, we have like 200 tasting experts, literally lab coats, taking a measurement of our shake in different societies. I can't tell you which ones as of yet, but palates are different in different countries. And have you ever had Corona in Mexico? Or Pepsi in Mexico and notice that it tastes different? So we have to adapt our shake to meet the taste profile and the health profile, because many societies have different health profiles than that of the American and Canadian diet, for that matter. So there's a lot of science behind some simple decisions and some simple things, and that's what I'm really proud about. We're a company that literally is innovating around the clock. Our track record for innovation in technology is second to none. We are the first to mobilize our sales force. The swipe enroller, for example, I just got results, and I was reading before coming to the event here. Over 40% of all of our enrollment is now done mobily, meaning promoters not even having to use computers anymore, right? And if you think about that, that's one step, one innovation to make computers not necessary for a person to be able to build their business. And I know every single one of you probably has a computer in your household, but that's not a luxury shared by all countries. So as we expand to meet that global obesity epidemic, we have to get creative and find ways to get to the masses. And so there's a lot of innovation that literally you should look at that as investments in your business. Ways that make your business more efficient than the competition. Ways that make your business more suitable to your lifestyle, so you don't have to sit behind a computer all day long and manage your business. You can get out there with your cell phone and meet people and get people involved in the challenge. So tonight, whether you're here just because you wanted to hear about a challenge, find a simple solution that was affordable, that tastes good, so that you could get your "I lost it" t-shirt. We did some studies, by the way, and I shared with the RDs last night. Do you know what the greatest marketer in the history of the world is? A woman who lost 10 pounds.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
Because it's a dress size.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like coming down dress size. Ladies, I don't know this firsthand. I just heard you guys speaking loud and clear. Second to that would be a man who puts on 10 pounds of muscle. Woo! Yeah. Right? When you see a guy adding 10 pounds of muscle, you ask him what he's doing. When you see a girl walking with more self-esteem, having a little more pride, down in dress size, you're going to ask her, right? What are you doing? So a lot of the decisions, the new Body by Vi challenge, the 6 different attributes that we launched, literally benefits to your business. They're just decisions that we make on the inside of the walls that I'm so privileged to be able to lead and be able to work with. Our great team members. We've assembled some of the smartest people from around the world within our industry and outside of our industry to build this business and to, a force for change, to meet that, massive need that's out there. The way I look at it, and I'll just give you a couple more stats on it, we have a $600 million budget. $600 million budget just to solve this problem. And that budget will continue to expand. And my job is to make sure that we're continuing to invest to make sure that it just gets easier and easier for you to do business. And that's the goal, is to eliminate the gap between our corporate employees and our field. And so that's what I get to do for the company. So I appreciate you sweating it out with me here tonight. So I'm going to take pictures with you guys. If any of you guys want to, if you came out and you want to get some pictures and get your book signed, I'm happy to do that. I'll do that immediately following the event. And then I'd like to spend some time with our regional directors and above, just kind of answering some questions, doing some Q&A. So God bless you guys. I thank you guys very much for having me out. And back over to you, Evan.
Let's give it one more time.